What's up, guys? Fresco BK live here at Stadium Goods, and we are located on 47 Howard Street, Manhattan, Soho area. So please feel free to pull up. I got a special unboxing look for you guys today. So shouts out to my man Jerry Lorenzo. We're bringing to you the Fear of God moccasin and the Fear of God 1 Raid. So we've seen a few other Fear of God styles before, but we got some new ones today. So say less with all this talking. Let's get to these shoes. So here we have the box top for the Nike Air Fear of God mock. And as you can see right off the bat, these boxes are all very similar in regards to the Fear of God styles. And mock is short for moccasin, as you guys will see in just a second. But here we have the Nike Fear of God mock, which you guys will see right off the bat. It mirrors a moccasin style shoe, and the inspiration for this shoe, I believe, comes from the 1992 Aqua Sock. So I was reading that Jerry actually saw his wife wearing the Aqua Socks around, and he kind of drew inspiration for these from that Aqua Sock. So shouts out to that. But we have the ripstop nylon throughout the entire upper. And as you guys can see, the stitch detailing in the toe area, and also this other stitch detailing right here. We have the midfoot strap, so you'll see the Nike Air logo right there, or excuse me, the swoosh right there, and then just unstrap these. So these have a laceless upper, but as we can see as we get to the back tab, the toggle pull lace system that we have right there in the back, and also it reads Nike Air right there on the midsole. The midsole here, a fully sailed midsole that you guys can see with the Air unit, and the back panel reads the Air 180 Fear of God, and it also features the dog tag numbers worn by Jerry Lorenzo's dad, who is of course a military veteran, so shout out to that. But we're gonna transition to the outsole, fully sail throughout the entire outsole with the clear translucent hit here, and also the Nike swoosh back there, and of course on the heel, once again the sail. And I'll give you guys one last look at the Nike Fear of God mock, and we're gonna transition right into the Fear of God 1 Raid. So here we have the Nike Air Fear of God 1 Raid. So if you guys are familiar with the Fear of God styles, you'll know that there's already a Fear of God 1, but on the box, it says Fear of God 1. So just so you know, I'm not crazy. But let's take these out, and here we have the Nike Air Fear of God 1 Raid. So let's just jump right into it. You'll see the additional set of laces right there on the right foot. But let's grab these. This is like a canvas nylon upper right there in the toe area with the suede overlay also in the toe area. Once again, the stitch detailing. We have these laces right on, another toggle lace pull system. So you'll see the lace lock right there, which reads the Air Fear of God. Sure, we'll get a close up on that. But inspiration on these comes from also 1992, the original Air Raid, which is brought to us by one of my favorite players all time, one of the inventors of the killer crossover or the UTEP two-step, original Golden State Warrior, Tim Hardaway. He was the athlete that originally wore the Air Raid, which were also originally designed by none other than my man Tinker Hatfield. But let's get to these. So we have the straps right there on the upper, and we can pull these straps out so you guys can see, loosen these up right there. It's a pretty cool detail. And we have the swoosh just under the straps that we see there. Midsole, once again, features the Air 180 and the Fear of God and the dog tag numbers that we have there on the midsole. Transition to the inner panel of the shoe. The swoosh is a suede material. The material story on this shoe is also pretty cool. So we've got some leathers and also some suedes. Similar mirror midsole on the inner panel of the shoe. Let's get to the outsole. Outsole, once again, mirrors the outsole of the mock, but this is the Fear of God 1 Raid, and we have the translucent hit right there, also with the swoosh, much like the mock. And I'll give you guys one last look at the Nike Air Fear of God 1. So, unfortunately, we do not have original or the retro pair of the Air Rage, which came in a black and gray colorway. But we have one of the collaborative efforts brought to you by Nike and Pagal, which features the original silhouette of the Air Raid. So you'll see the connection on these right off the bat. We have the strap right there in the middle, also detachable, much like the strap on the Fear of God 1. We have the lace lock right there, but these feature the regular laces, as the Fear of God 1 has the toggle lace system, the pull tab that you guys can see there. outsole is also a little different because these shoes, as I mentioned, were originally designed by Tinker Hatfield and they were built for blacktop activity. So blacktop, of course, is outdoor basketball. But this is a collaborative effort from Pagal and Nike, but is the original silhouette of the Air Raid. And it looks just like, or very similar to, excuse me as I fumble on my words, the Nike Air Fear of God 1. So here we have all of the Fear of God styles. Well, not all colorways, but all of these styles. So right here is the Nike Air Skyline 2, designed by Jerry Lorenzo, of course. We have the Pure Platinum Nike Air Fear of God Moccasin. We have the Nike Air Fear of God 1 Raid. We have the Nike Air Fear of God 1, but this is the basketball silhouette, of course. So as I mentioned earlier, this one, the box on this one reads the Fear of God 1, and the box on this one also reads the Fear of God 1. But the only difference between the two boxes is the slash in the middle. So you'll see if you do happen to pick up a pair. But lastly, we have the shoot around from the Fear of God series. And as I was looking at the lookbook earlier, the new styles in regards to the clothing seem to have like a Fear of God meets NBA meets Old West. It's like a really cozy, comfortable kind of feel. We do have the Stadium Goods apparel available. And as you guys can see, this is a great look with either one of these silhouettes. And these are available online and in store. So definitely pick this one up. So as we close out, we have all of the Fear of God styles as I mentioned before, but you know I always have to go in order and pick which ones are my favorites. So if I have to go, I'm going number 1 with the Fear of God 1. Number 2 would be the Fear of God 1 Raid. Number 3 would be the Shoot Around. Number 4 for me, of course, is the Skyline 2. And number 5, but also really dope, the Fear of God Nike Air Mock. But we have all of these available along with multiple other styles right here at Stadium Goods, and we are located on 47 Howard Street, Manhattan, Soho area. So please feel free to pull up. Thank you guys once again for liking and sharing all of our videos on Facebook, Instagram, and now Instagram TV. Please download the new Stadium Goods app. It's available on iOS and on Android. It's not even new, but it's new for you. If you don't have it, make sure you get that. Please follow at Stadium Goods on all social media platforms. And last but not least, if you have any questions or inquiries regarding anything Stadium Goods, please visit stadiumgoods.com. I am Fresco BK and salud.